Welcome back. You're watching Beyond the Headline with me, Tamanna Inamadar. The scorching heat has claimed lives of over 100 people in Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. In light of the emerging situation, Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandaviya chaired a high-level meet today. A five-member team consisting of senior officials from the Union Health Ministry, Met Department and National Disaster Management will assist states reeling under severe heat wave. Health problems arising from heat wave conditions were also discussed in the meeting, while the Indian Council for Medical Research has been directed to conduct a study and suggest ways to minimize the adverse effects of heat wave on health. Further, a virtual meeting will also be held tomorrow with health ministers and disaster management officials of various states which are hit by the heat wave.
वर्तमान समय में कई स्टेट से हीट वेव्स का न्यूज़ आ रहा है, हीट स्ट्रोक का भी न्यूज़ आ रहा है। ऐसी स्थिति में आज एक उच्च स्तरीय मीटिंग हुई जिसमें आईएमडी के सीनियर ऑफिसर, नीति आयोग, डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट विभाग, हेल्थ विभाग के सीनियर ऑफिसर की मीटिंग में हमने 2-3 महत्वपूर्ण निर्णय किया है। जिस राज्य में हीट वेव चल रहा है और हीट स्ट्रोक की घटना घटित हुई है, ये राज्य में राज्य को सहयोग करने के लिए, मार्गदर्शन देने के लिए भारत सरकार की ओर से एक डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट, आईएमडी और हेल्थ मिनिस्ट्री के उच्च अधिकारियों की टीम जाएगी और राज्य सरकार को सहयोग करेगी।
Professor Ravindranath, author for IPCC, is with me on the show to understand this further. Professor Ravindranath, thank you for speaking with us. What are the causes of this heat wave that we're seeing? Is this seasonal or has the delayed monsoon made things worse?
I would say both. Actually, all over the world, particularly in the Asian region, this year, there has been a consistent, very high temperatures compared to the normal temperature expect. So it's happening in Asia, it's happening in Europe, and it's happening in North America. So it's a consistent climate change related warming we are experiencing this year, particularly even in June.
Professor Ravindranath, to what extent would you say climate change is responsible for this?
Yeah, climate change is definitely contributing to the warming, extreme warmings observed all over the world. But, the local factors also contribute, like urbanization, less green cover. And these factors also, a lot of infrastructure, buildings, roads, everything, they all also lead to some sort of a urban heat island effect. But global warming is there all over the world. Even in the coldest parts of Canada, we had extreme, temperature forest fires recently, which engulfed even New York City and Washington with, smoke. So it's there everywhere, and climate change is one of the main reasons for that.
What do you think should be the policy response? We know we're having these emergency meetings right now, but rising temperatures is something that we need to be prepared for as a nation, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a long-term trend. Climate change means we are talking about in terms of decadal change that we are expecting that warming will continue. But there are some short-term measures and long-term measures. The long-term measure, and the only solution is reducing the greenhouse gas emissions, and so that we can hold the global warming at 1.5 degree or below, as agreed by all the governments under Paris Agreement. That's a long-term measure. That's the only sustained solution. But in the short term, there is at the most one can do is, change the working timings, have more green cover and have some shade, provide water supply, and create awareness. And there's some short-term measures we can do, but you can't. It's very difficult because you're talking about hundreds of millions of people exposed to heat stress from Rajasthan to southern India to even the Himalayan region. So it's very difficult for anyone to provide immediate any measure other than maybe changing the working time, providing water supply, and helping especially farmers and construction workers to cope with the extreme warming.
Yeah, at least changing the timing and increasing green cover is something that we can do. Work timings can be changed accordingly. Thank you so much, Professor Ravindranath, for joining us today.